It is 1:15 in the afternoon at the headquarters of the OSI in Washington. Oscar Goldman, top man in this top security science organization, sits at his desk staring at the pile of scientific reports and administrative paperwork in front of him.
What a mess. All these reports to read, requisitions to make, memoranda to send out, paperwork. Why didn't I go into something simple like car washing or... Miss Wilson, has Colonel Austin called in yet?
No, he hasn't, Mr. Goldman.
Well, as soon as he does, tell him I want to see him. I'll be here all afternoon.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what I need is a vacation. Get away from this place. Some nice, quiet place in the country. No reports, no people, no telephone. Hello, Goldman here.
Oscar, this is Steve.
Steve, I'm glad you called. I want to see you. Thought you'd be in by now.
Couldn't make it. Car broke down.
Your voice sounds strange. Something wrong, Steve?
I'm on something hot, really hot, Oscar. Gotta see you right away. Can you make it?
Well, I've got a lot of work here, but if it's that urgent...
It is.
Okay, where are you?
I'm at the Starcrest Motel on 95, just south of the city. My car's in a small garage across the street. You can't miss the place. And Oscar, don't tell anyone where you're going. This is too big to take chances.
Okay, Steve. I'll just slip out the private entrance.
Wasting no time, Oscar gets into his car and turns on the ignition. Suddenly, he feels the cold steel of a gun barrel pressed against the back of his neck.
Hey, what is this?
Just take it easy and do what you're told, and no one gets hurt.
If it's my money you want,
We're after a lot more than that, Mr. Goldman.
you know my name. I don't understand.
You will in due time. In the meantime, just act natural as we move out past the guard and take Route 95 south.
Don't tell me. The Starcrest Motel.
Right. You catch on fast.
Oh, boy. Suckered in by a two-bit imitation of Steve's voice. I knew it sounded peculiar.
Enough of the small talk. You just drive and no tricks. I'm right behind you with this 38.
A little while later, Ms. Wilson is busy at the reception desk in Oscar's outer office at OSI headquarters.
And we're going to the concert after dinner. Oh, yes, he's very nice. And I'll talk to you. Hi, Colonel Austin.
Hi, Miss Wilson. Is Oscar in?
Yes, he is, and he's expecting you. I was about to bring this sandwich and coffee into him.
I'll open the door for you.
Thank you.
Hi, Oscar. Got some lunch for you. Oscar? Thought you said he was here, Miss Wilson.
Well, he was. And he said he had so much work, he couldn't even take time to go out for lunch.
I must have got an emergency call or something.
He told me to hold all calls. The only call I put through was when you called a little while ago. I thought...
Me? I didn't call today.
You didn't? Then who?
I don't know. And I don't like it. Somebody's baiting a trap for him.
But the trap has already been sprung, and soon the car carrying Oscar and his captors approaches the Starcrest.
Okay, Mr. Goldman. Just up ahead. They're on the right. Pull in slow. That's it. Now walk nice and easy, like we're old friends. Good. In you go. Very good. Here we are, Mr. Weldon. Now look at these papers he had on him. Looks like plans for a missile or something.
Good work, Duke. Nice to see you, Goldman.
Weldon, what is this?
It's exactly what it looks like. A kidnapping.
You? One of the country's top bionic scientists?
A bionic scientist without a job and without any chance of getting one. Thanks to you.
You were fired because of psychological instability. And what you're doing now proves how right I was. Look, Weldon, call it off while there's still time, and I'll just forget...
I'm giving the orders now, Goldman. But first, I'm going to offer you a deal you can't resist.
Like what?
Like, you give me $6 million.
$6 million?
Yeah, $6 million has a nice, warm, familiar ring to it, doesn't it?
You know I can't get that kind of money.
You'll find a way. And in return, dear friend, I'll give you
Yeah?
your life. Now, isn't that generous of me?
Even if I could get the government to pay that kind of money,
You will.
you'll never get away with it.
If I was smart enough to design half the bionics in your friend Steve Austin, you can bet your life I'm smart enough to have planned my getaway down to the last detail.
Okay, what do you want me to do?
That's better. As soon as it's dark, we're taking you out to a nice, quiet place in the country.
Just what I've been dreaming of.
Just before we leave, we're going to call Colonel Austin.
Steve, why drag him into it?
Oh, you might say, for old time's sake. And here's what we'll do. It is 9 o'clock that night. A worried Steve Austin is waiting in his apartment for some word about his best friend's disappearance.
Hello? Hello?
Steve Austin?
Yeah? Who's this?
Never mind. Just listen. If you want to see your friend Oscar Goldman alive, you get $6 million.
$6 million tonight? How?
Your friend will tell you. Here he is.
It's me, Steve.
Oscar, you all right?
Yeah, I'm all right. Listen, Steve, call Smith at Treasury. He'll see that you get the money.
At this hour?
He just happens to be working late tonight, and he can do it.
But Oscar,
That's it. You heard the man. Get the money and bring it out here.
where is here?
You know the Starcrest Motel on 95?
Yeah, I know it.
Exactly 30 miles south of the Starcrest, there's a dirt road on the right. 6 miles up that road, there's an old abandoned mill. Get out of your car with the money and wait. You have exactly 4 hours, and if anyone's with you or even near you, Goldman's a dead man.
While Steve races against time in a deadly game where the prize is life itself, Weldon and his accomplice drive out to the abandoned mill with their prisoner and wait for the delivery of the ransom. It's a perfect spot. Sorry we had to tie you up, Goldman, but we can't risk your interfering with the special reception I'm planning for Steve Austin.
That rifle, you're going to kill him.
Kill him? Oh, no. That would be letting him off too easy. I'm just going to have Duke here use this specially designed laser rifle to melt down his bionic arm and legs, which I helped create.
But why?
Do you think I have forgotten that it was his testimony that convinced you to fire me? He helped take my job from me. I'm just taking back what I gave him. Simple justice, that's all.
And I suppose you're going to kill me.
Only if Austin doesn't show up in time, and it's getting late. You've got exactly 5 minutes.
You're crazy. You'll never make it.
I have a fast jet waiting on a landing strip just a little way over the hill. Can't miss.
Weldon, there's a car coming.
Must be Austin. Lucky thing for you, Goldman. Your time was almost up. Put the gag on him, Duke, and get behind that tree with a rifle. Austin?
Yeah? I'm Austin.
Walk up here slow. Come into my car lights where I can see you. That's it. Is the money in the bag?
The whole $6 million.
Throw it up here. Just as Steve throws the bag, his super sharp eye catches sight of the rifle aimed at him from behind the tree. With one mighty leap, he gets out of the line of fire and away from the car lights. In seconds, he reaches the gunman.
I'll take that gun.
Weldon, help!
This'll take care of you. Now for your friend. Weldon?
But Weldon, having just picked up the money bag and realizing the danger he is in, jumps into his car and roars away.
Oscar. Oscar, where are you? Oscar, thank God you're all right. Here, let me get that gag off and untie you.
Yeah, that's better. But Weldon, he's getting away.
Is that the same Weldon who worked on me?
Right, and he's got a plane waiting just over the hill. Maybe we can catch him in your car.
Too late for that, but I'll take a shortcut through the woods. Wait here.
With his powerful bionic legs driving like pistons, Steve Austin races through the woods and reaches the landing strip just as the small jet revs up and begins to move. Putting on a final burst of speed, he catches up with it, seizes the tail, and with the great strength of his bionic arm, tips it over on its side. Suddenly, the plane catches fire.
Weldon, jump out, quick!
The door opens, and a dazed Weldon staggers out, stumbles, and falls unconscious to the ground, money bag clutched in his hand. Steve grabs him and pulls him to safety just as the plane explodes with a roar. Later, back in Oscar's office.
What a shame. Weldon was a brilliant scientist. Now he'll have to spend years in jail.
He was a brilliant scientist, all right, but I didn't know what a ham actor he was. To think I'd fall for his crummy imitation of your voice.
Oh, I don't know. His performance couldn't have been that bad. It was almost good enough to win an Oscar.